Hey there, are you a blogger like me and you are recently got hit by anything of like an update by Google, Pinterest, or you basically saw your traffic go down? Then this video is for you. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about different ways to monetize your blog. And I know that for when it comes to blogging, most of us think about when it comes to monetization, we think about making money through affiliate links, display ads, but you need, for either of those two things, you need a lot of traffic in order to make some extra money. And I recently, or basically last year, I made a lot of money by offering services, or at least people paid me to help them. And in this video, I want to share a little bit about that experience, and maybe you can think a little bit outside of the box when it comes to making money from your blog. So before I even, if you don't know me yet, sorry, my name is Chris. I own Blog Tech Support, where I help bloggers basically behind the scenes with tech issues and stuff like that. I also set up websites for people. So I'm a client by hosting, domain, and a team of choice, and I set everything up for them. That is one of my services. And I didn't really think about that before, but because I was in a lot of Facebook groups, I try to answer people's questions. So people have issues, I help them out for free. And at some point, people, when I helped them out, they asked me how much they had to pay me. And back then I said it's okay, I do it because I like it. And I didn't make any money from it. I didn't have blog tech support back then. And then those clients or those people insisted in paying me for it. And if, I'm very bad in promoting myself. So I always told them, okay, you know what, here's my PayPal account, you can pay me whatever you want. And all of a sudden people started paying me good amount of money. Right now, besides blog tech support, I also have a travel blog. I do have a regular 9 to 5. I work in the foil industry, so it has nothing to do with online marketing. And in that job, I get paid by the hour. So I have a contract for 40 hours a week, and I get paid about 14 euros an hour. So for all the time, I always thought about hourly rates. So if you can, for some reason, you can fix a problem for people, they will pay you way more for that. That is something I learned along the way. So sorry about that. I won't edit this video. I will just share my experience with this in the hopes it will help you make more money from less traffic. And what I was mentioning, so normally you would have a job and your boss will pay you by the hour or for a certain amount of hours a week. And that is how much you can earn. And they decide whether or not you get an increase or a bonus or whatever. So if you can fix somebody's problem, they will not pay you for your time. They will pay you for fixing their problem. So, for example, if you have a toilet that doesn't flush, you call a plumber, and they will have an hourly rate, so to speak, but they also charge by the project and stuff like that. So when I did that, for example, I had one client who came to me through somebody else inside the Facebook group, and she had this website where she was selling all kinds of digital guides and certification programs. So she was making good money from that. And she came to me and she said, Chris, I got your name from somebody else. I have an issue with my website. The only thing that is visible on my website right now is the header and the footer, and all of the content from the site itself is gone. So she asked me if I can fix it for her. Back then, I told her, I do know a lot about the tech stuff behind the scenes, but I'm not perfect by any means. So I told her, okay, you know what, I will take a look. And if I can fix it, I can fix it, but no guarantees. So she gave me her login credentials. About 40 minutes later, I fixed her issue. And she asked me what she owed me, and I told her, okay, it's good. I don't charge for this. I don't have a business or anything. And she told me I was crazy. She wanted to pay me. She insisted. So I told her, okay, you know what? Here's my PayPal. You can pay me whatever you think is right. So a few minutes later, I received about $200 from her, and that is for only 40 minutes of my time. So that goes to show that if you can fix somebody's problem, especially if it costs them the money, because she was having her website, and that website was making money every single day. So every day that website was no longer in use, she would lose money basically. So, and that is something. If you have a blog, it doesn't really matter what niche you're in. If you have, for example, a travel blog, I have a Thailand travel blog. I could basically sell custom itineraries if I want to. You know, I can create content and itinerary guides, and I can, for people who visit my website, I can basically design their own custom itineraries with the dates they go and the hotels they book and everything, and then charge a premium for that. You know, if you have if you love cooking and you have a recipe blog, you can even you can start your own Skool community where you would record a video every week and teaching people how to cook with certain ingredients, and people can sign up for anything you want. You know, Skool communities. It's you pay a low fee. I believe it's right now for the hobby plan. It will cost you $9.95 a month. I believe. I will leave a link below this video, and you could basically record a video every week, upload it to your Skool community, and then where you can teach people how to cook. For example, if you like keto, the keto diet, you can help people cook keto meals, stuff like that, or you can help them with meal prep. If you have let's say, okay, you have an organization, a home organization blog, you could even help people with organizing their closets. You know, now the spring is coming soon, so you could even help people spring clean their home. You know, you could do that by having a video tour or something like that, or anything basically digital, and people would pay more for that than just an affiliate link, for example. Another great example, like I mentioned before, I set people's blogs up. You know, I have a blog setup. I will show you just a moment. Let me make myself a little bit smaller. This is my website, and on this website, it's not really perfect yet. I'm still working on it. If you go to my services, I have a WordPress installation service. And normally, when you buy in a theme, or I love Cadence for the WordPress theme, and many people buy Cadence child themes, and those companies will charge you, let's say, $150 to $200 just for the setup of the child theme. So what I do, I have a blog installation service where I set up WordPress. I install all of the plugins, the theme, the child theme. I set up Google Analytics, as well as Google Search Console, and then people will pay me. Before I charged $197. I recently increased my price because people said yes too quickly, and they told me I was charging way too low for that. So I recently increased my price to $297, and what ended up happening is people would buy the service for me, and I asked me for recommendations for a child team. So I told them, okay, you can check out these child teams. I gave them my affiliate link. They end up buying a child team through my affiliate link. They end up buying hosting through my recommendation. I would make an affiliate sale from that. So when people back then paid me $197 euros for this, I would end up making about 400 euros just for giving some recommendations, and as well as setting up the website for them. So you can, if you think a little bit outside of the box, you know, you can make a lot more money with less traffic. If you think about it, okay, let's say you have a blog and you monetize your blog through display ads, and your average RPM would be $20. So you would need, for every 1,000 viewers on your blog, you would make $20. Okay, So if I even have 100 people to my website, and only one person says yes to my service, I would make about $200, $300 for one person, if that makes sense, you know. And that is okay. It's not passive, so it's not sexy. I know passive income sounds sexy and everybody talks about it, but in some cases, if you are having less traffic to your website, you can use other ways to monetize your blog, and that can be through offering services. You can have what do you call it? Consultations. You know, if you are a personal trainer, you have a fitness blog, for example, you can create personal training schedules for people. People will, if you have a, let's call it, okay, let's keep it simple. Let's say you have a book review blog. You can start your own community on Skool, for example, where people can sign up for, let's say, $9 a month. Yeah, where you every week you read a book, or every month you read a book, and you would come together and talk about it. You know, you can go live and stuff like that. Now, if you have over time you have 1,000 people on your community, each paying you $9.95. You know, you do the math. So, and if you only show up every now and then in your community, of course you have to. The whole purpose of a community is you show up. So it's a little bit more work, but it's maybe even a little bit more work for what you're doing, but you can make a lot more money that way. So I hope so far I make sense. Like I mentioned before, this is my website. I also have a travel blog where I'm working on. So, but for those things I do, you know, and I when people have problems with the website, they can come to me. I can fix it for them. And like I mentioned before, I have a very hard time promoting and selling myself. So in the beginning, I would always tell people, you know what, you can pay me whatever you want, and you would be surprised how much people are willing to pay for just for the help, you know, just for the time. And I want you to stop thinking about an hourly rate and more like, okay, what kind of problem can you solve for your audience? You can make something simple like a spreadsheet, you know, Google Sheet, or you can have yeah, you know, anything is possible. Just pick your niche, and it can be any niche you're in. Try to find a problem that a lot of people have. If you have a simple solution for yourself, just sell it, you know. And then you can list over here, you can put it in your header over here. And then whenever you create articles, you can, instead of link to affiliate links, you can link to your service pages or to your, you know, itinerary. If you have a custom itinerary that you create for people, you can link those. That's basically it, you know. And if you do that, over time you can make a lot more money, and you can combine it with ads. That way you also have multiple ways of making money from your website. And you have display ads, you have affiliate marketing that you can use. You can sell services or consultations or anything. You know, if you are a coach, you can sell your coaching. And by combining all of those things together, you can make a lot more money, even if your website is getting less traffic. You know, you don't need 1,000 people to your website to sell one product or whatever, or one affiliate link. I made even Booking.com bookings from travel payouts through my Thailand website, you know, and that's exciting. Every time, ever since I made a long time ago, I started dabbling in this whole make money online thing, you know, and you get hooked. The moment you make your first dollar online, it's like an obsession. You want to make more. You know, it's fun to play around with it. So even if you get hit by a Google update or you get less traffic from Pinterest, don't worry too much about it. And please, okay, if you take one thing from this, if you're getting less traffic, whatever you do not delete your website. Okay, I've built a website back in 2023 in the wedding niche, and I created a website 100% with AI. So I created a website with about 100 articles. Now it was bad, you know, not good content, After that, once the website was live, it started getting traffic. Then a couple months later, the Google helpful content update came out, the spam update, and my website got demolished by it. So I lost all of the traffic, but it was still ranking. And then I didn't do anything with it. Of course, I didn't expect anything from it. So I didn't delete the website because it was on my hosting, and I paid for my hosting anyway. So it didn't cost me anything. And then about 1.5 years later, that website got traffic again. I didn't do anything. I didn't improve anything. But just when a Google update hits you, it doesn't mean you will be gone forever. You can always come back. Maybe they have a new update later on, and then your website can rank again. So, but think about it. If you want to make more money from your website, and even if it's $100 extra, I know it's not as sexy as passive income. I know that most people hype this up, make passive income while you sleep and stuff like that, and it's doable. But at the same time, you can, look at other ways to make money from your site. Think little bit outside of the box, and then add it into your, monetization strategy. And it's always because if you sell your service or your own products or whatever, or your community, those are your own. So, you're not reliant on external platforms. Last December too, I also bought this Thrive card. They had a promotion where you can buy the basic plan for I believe $495. And this year I'm going to create a course on video course on Cadence, on the Cadence team, because a lot of people are switching over to Cadence and they are looking for good resources. So I want to create a course on that and sell that, So that's another income stream. And all of those income streams are my own. So if I make money from selling services, it's my own. I don't pay anything to any other company, I can make money from that through services, by selling online courses. As long as you are helpful to your audience, don't feel bad about selling, it's okay. And then I hope this video somewhat helped you. I know I'm not very natural on camera, so I hope it was okay. And the next videos will be more about the tech stuff, like other videos on my channel. So if you are a blogger and you want to learn more about WordPress or Google Analytics or how to handle things, then make sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Maybe you have other blogging friends that are struggling with this, and I know it's tough sometimes, especially when Google comes along with another update every few months, and then some people get a lot of traffic from Pinterest. That goes down a little bit, but then you can use Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the other channels. And like I mentioned before, a community platform like Skool could be a good way to earn extra income. There's Substack. Substack is a platform where you can basically write like you would write a newsletter. It's not so much about SEO, but more like things you share with your audience. And people can sign up for become premium member of your Substack. And even if they pay, let's say $5 a month or something, or $1 a month, it all adds up. So, and then, your income will increase. So I hope this video was helpful. And how is your blog going right now? How do you monetize your blog right now at this moment? Because I do make money from affiliate marketing. And okay, I'm in a blogging niche, so those tools like hosting, they pay good money. So, but any niche can be monetized. But sometimes you have to think a little bit outside of the box to do that. But it's all possible. And if you have a niche where you think you cannot come up with ideas, let me know in the comments below, and I will think with you, and I will reply to you with a couple of ideas. Maybe it can help you. And I will see you in the next video. Okay? Bye-bye.